Hello, this is Daniel from Trusted Tutorials, and today we're gonna have a look at how to use find and replace in Google Sheets. Alright, without further ado, let's just jump into an example. I have here a couple of words: apple, apple pie, apple crumble, and also a domain as well as a formula. But first, before we go into the example, I'm just gonna show you how you can start with the command for find and replace. Alright, so it's a little bit different on PC and Mac because you have other keyboard shortcuts, but everything else is exactly the same. Alright, to get started with find and replace on a Mac computer, you hit Command, Shift and H. Alright, as you can see, I get right into the find and replace function or option. On a PC computer, you can just hit Control plus H and you will get to the same place. If you just want to go into find, or if you want to do another click, you can also just do Command and F, because then I go into the search mode, or Control plus F for a PC computer. And then also if I click the hamburger menu or more options, I can get into find and replace as well. Alright. There's also a third option how you can go into find and replace. It's through the menu. So in the main menu, you just go on to edit, and then the last option here is find and replace. You click on it and you're now in the find and replace menu. And now I'm going through all the options you have here in this menu. So find is what you're trying to find. So in our case, I can try to find apple. And then you can also replace it with something. So you can say all the small apples should be capital, and I replace it with a capital apple. So I can just replace all. It's going to find them and replace them in one go. And I can also choose where it should search, where it should look for it. So I can take all the sheets, so it will be looking in sheet 2 and 1 here in my example, or I can say it should just search in this sheet, so in sheet number 2 here. And also there's an option for a specific range. In this option you can define a range where it should look for the value. So let's say this sheet, and then I go on to replace all, and everything will be replaced. All the small apples are now capital. Alright, so have this covered, and I also should introduce the match case. So if I add match case, let me show you an example. Then it looks also for lower and uppercase. So the lowercase apple here wouldn't match with the uppercase apples now. If I go on to find, it doesn't find anything because we have no lowercase apple. Alright, so you can do it case sensitive. And then the next option is match entire cell contents. So if I add this, even if I write apple capital, if the whole content is more than just apple, it will not match again. So let me define. So the second one is an exact match. It wouldn't match with the next one because there's also pie in there. There's a second word. So you can use this option. Then we also have the option to use regular expressions. So let me just introduce a regular expression. If we use this symbol and N as an example, it will find everything that starts with an N. And for this, we need to mark search using regular expressions. So if I go on to find, it will find the no right here. So certainly you can also use this, and you can look up more regular expressions for that matter. Alright, then you can also search within formulas. So let me just show you here an example. We have one formula. If I'm looking for orange here and I go on find, it will find this orange here. Or I'm just gonna unmark it to show you again. I go on to also search within formulas, and now it finds orange here because this is within a formula. All right. And then you can also search within links. The last example here has the link or the URL Apple cookies. So I can look for Apple, and cookies is a better example. I just search for cookies, and then I click here on also search within links. And once I go on find, it finds it within this URL. Yeah, so these are the different options that you have, and you can always select if you just want to find something or if you want to replace it immediately. So if Apple shouldn't be capital anymore, I just go and add Apple in lowercase, and then I replace all, and now I have all the apples in lowercase again. And as I mentioned, you could also say you want to do this in all sheets. I don't know if I have any Apple in the other sheets, but I could try to find them. It's looking, here we have an Apple, and I could certainly also replace that, and it jumps into the other sheet because I selected all sheets right here. And as mentioned, you could also just search in a range. Alright, as you have seen, there's 3 methods how to get into the find and replace option. There is also the keyboard shortcut Control+H on a PC and Command-Shift+H on a Mac computer. And if you just want to use the find option, you use Control+F on a PC and Command+F on a Mac computer. Alright, I hope this tutorial was helpful. If so, please give it a like, follow this channel, and also hit the notification bell so you will always be notified when new videos come out. This was Daniel from Trusted Tutorials. Thank you so much for watching, and see you again soon. Goodbye. Bye bye.